Shabbos Tzadivav Amud Beis records a debate about the sin of Tzelophchad that led to his untimely demise. His daughters say, Avinu meis bamidbar v'chulei, ki bechet'o meis. What was his sin? Curiously, it's a machlokes Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira. Rabbi Akiva argues Tzelophchad was the Mekoshesh Eitzim, the wood gatherer from the end of Parashat Shlach who violated Shabbos for no explicable reason. Rabbi Akiva derives this from the notable emphasis in both cases that they happened in the Midbar. In our Parsha, Avinu meis bamidbar, and in Shlach, Vayiyu b'nei Yisrael bamidbar, vayimtzeu ish mikoshesh eitzim v'yom hashavos. This violation occurred in the wake of Chet HaMeraglim, for it was decided then that Klal Yisrael would in fact remain bamidbar for quite a while. But Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira objects. His sin was not mikoshesh eitzim. Tzelophchad, he argues, was among the Ma'apilim, those who attempted to overrule the Gezerah, Hashem's decree forbidding Knisa La'aretz. These Ma'apilim, overcome with remorse, hoping to turn back the clock and take matters solely into their own hands, were just a moment too late. Achet HaMeraglim, too late. The appointed time it was no longer. Their attempt at geula could not succeed without Ritzon Hashem. As Moshe said to them, V'hi lo sitzlach, ki ein Hashem v'kirvechem. And so, they failed. What is this debate about? And why debate it at all? Whatever the sin of Tzelophchad was, it was ma'ida hava hava. And its continued relevance to us remains obscure. It's important to know Tzelophchad and therefore his daughters retain a portion in Yerusha Haaretz, and we know that. Since we know that Tzelophchad's sin, whichever it was, surely doesn't constitute a forfeiture of his chelek, of what great and profound consequence is the particular chet? Why does this issue warrant serious discussion and debate? The two sins are opposites while both rooted in a common experience. They correspond to the different challenges we encounter as we wait impatiently for complete redemption, for Shivas Tzion and Bayis Shlishi. The sins may have historical precedent, but they are always relevant, characteristic of the struggle of yearning for redemption in the distance. Indeed, in these two models of sin, we encounter our own struggles and frustrations with respect to geula, and frankly, whenever our ultimate objectives appear to be at too great a distance. With respect to the sin of the Mekoshesh, the Ramban at the end of Shlach alludes, I think, to its cause. Aimlessness. Bihis acher sham ha'am. Klal Yisrael was stuck, tarrying in the Midbar. Their march towards Eretz Yisrael was halted, their destiny, their goal, put out of sight. The Torah emphasizes the Midbar. Vayiyu b'nei Yisrael b'midbar, because of the desert's unquestionable major contribution to the sin. Without direction and without vision, man loses his fortitude and his motivation. The Mekoshesh's inexplicable behavior was not out of desire or spite, not l'teyavo nor lahachis, but fatigue, burnout, low morale. The Mekoshesh Eitzim cries out, where is it all going? Is there really meaning in what I do? Or he is just so numb and paralyzed by his stagnant reality that he says nothing at all. However, the sin of the Ma'apilim is the total opposite. Their response to distant redemption is to exceed appropriate hishtadlus and defy Ratzon Hashem, evading God's disapproval, acting as if the time has come when God says it has not. Eagerness, while generally positive, must not come at the expense of the integrity of the process. Yeshua's Hashem is sacred. We can't gloss over the process and skip steps. The attempt to commandeer redemption belies how much is truly at stake and at work in order to achieve this ultimate lofty goal. In a word, if the sin of the Mekoshesh is despair, the ma'apilims, is over-exuberance. We are asked in the present time, the 3 weeks just beginning, but truly always asked to be mitzape li Yeshua, to await redemption at all times, to anticipate its arrival. Living perpetually on the cusp of redemption is no easy place to be, but I think it's where as Jews we are commanded to be, to truly feel that geula is imminent, to be tzofe umitzape, to have trust and hope even and perhaps especially in difficult times, times of crisis and times of tears. And at the same time to know that while we extend their every effort to the karev et ha-geula, Hashem is the Goal Yisrael, and geula only ever comes through Him. The Tzelophchad of our Parsha are a powerful model of tzipisa li Yeshua. They properly channel the connection their father had to Eretz Yisrael, because there is something inspirational, however small, in the existential connection with Eretz Yisrael, with geula, which these two chotim share. The yearning is so palpable that A'ava mikalkeles es Ashura, but for the wrong reasons. And on the other side, so in touch, so bonded with Eretz Yisrael, that without it, he lacked sufficient motivation. Tzelophchad was a man sincerely burdened with delayed redemption. The Chovevei Haaretz, Benos Tzelophchad, put on full display, like their Alter Zeda, Yosef HaTzadik, Pakod Yifkod Elokim Eschem V'Halisem V'Satzmosai Mizeh. They put on display this love, and how to appropriately channel this dichotomy, how to be mitzape, to anticipate geulas Hashem, that we anticipate, that it shall come speedily in our days. I wish all of you a most meaningful Shabbos.